Guys, today I have for you something really special. One of the hardest hitting hybrid setups I have ever made, because not only you have insane skill DPS, your plage effect can hit 1.1 mil per tick. It's absolutely nasty. Plage effect will spread like wildfire and it will take out enemies really easily one by one. But my main weapon here is of course Kingbreaker. This bad boy is one of the hardest hitting assault rifles in the game. Base weapon damage value is 130k. Jesus Christ, you can imagine what mayhem you can do. Like I said, this build is solo hybrid, one of the hardest hitting builds I have ever created on my channel. It's absolutely barbecue chicken, just the way you love it, just the way your mama cooks it. Haha. The one and only Uncle Butcher in the building. I hope you're doing great and have an amazing dope day. And if you're new to my channel, of course hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a hateful comment. It truly depends on your preference, but long story short, in this one I'm using kinda underrated synergy. One of the dopest talents actually in the game, which I'm rocking here, is on my backpack. And I tried a lot of combinations. I tried Unstoppable Force, I tried Ninja Bike backpack, I tried Memento backpack in this setup. I tried a lot of combinations, and actually at the end of the day I stopped with this build, but I will show you in a second. Before that, quick word from today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Everything happens through account sharing, although there are also other options. Simply check their website, and with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on all services. If you have any questions, contact the operator or drop your comment down below in comment section. But now let's get back to this setup, and brothers, this build slaps. Jesus, Pestilence is easily one of the best LMGs in the game, although in my humble opinion I think LMG class as a whole should receive some love from developers in a form of nice buff. LMG class needs a buff, and ASAP. A lot of LMG slag in the DPS department, especially with that long ass reload. So Pestilence is really one of the best LMGs in the game if you think about that, and you can find it in the dark zone. It's quite common drop actually. For specialization though, in this one we are using Technician. Again, for hybrid setups or skill builds, Technician one is absolutely must have. Extra skill there, skill damage, disrupt grenades, absolutely amazing. On legendary difficulty, linked laser point attachment, which we will use on our Kingbreaker named assault rifle. That will help us to trigger flatline talent, which is amplified weapon damage and skill damage. And Artificial Hive. For lazy players, I would recommend to switch your drone for Artificial Hive. In that way your turret will be basically immortal, it will deal lots of damage, and then you can cherry pick which enemies to kill. As a lazy player, that's the way to go. Kingbreaker by itself is really dope. Of course I have leveled up this weapon just like I leveled up Pestilence, and it's got rolled, but Jesus Christ, the plage effect is the main star in this one. Pestilence will not hit that hard. You can see base damage value 108k, but the plage effect 1.1 million. I tried to push this setup to 1.3 million. But Jesus, all that happens when you're gonna throw grenade. 1.1 million is like a base plage effect. My secret in this build is exotic bloody knuckle gloves. If you will throw grenade, you will instantly receive 25% extra weapon damage, and that will be translated to plage effect buff as well. If you are increasing your weapon damage, your plate damage output as well is increasing immediately. For the pistol though, I'm using Future Perfection, but I would recommend to switch that Future Perfection talent for In Sync. Since we don't have maximum skill tiers in this build, use In Sync. So keep that in mind. Future Perfection is nice, but in this setup you have to kill 2 enemies, and most of the time we are not using pistol, but if you will play Legendary difficulty with direct use applied, use In Sync, because you will be short on ammo, and Future Perfection will be no go for sure. For the gear though, I'm using Heartbreaker Mask and Providence chest piece, because on this chest piece I have perfect glass cannon, and that's 30% amplified weapon damage and skill damage and your plague effect damage. Glass cannon amplifies every goddamn damage source you are providing your enemies with. You are dealing any type of damage, glass cannon will amplify it. The best damage source in the game for sure. You could maybe replace perfect vigilance, this Provident chest piece with Vulcan and Harris chest piece, or maybe Petros chest piece to receive more LMG damage, but I think this is the best way how to go with this setup. Like I said, I did a lot of testing. Composure, I tested Composure, I tested Vigilance, I tested Bloodsucker, I tested Ninja Bike backpack, I tested Memento backpack, and at the end of the day I stopped on my Composure talent, which works really well in this one. Unstoppable Force works kinda nice as well in this one. You are getting stacks really quickly because Plague Effect is spreading like a wildfire, and Plague Effect will trigger as well your Unstoppable Force talent, and you can stack extra 25% weapon, you can stack 25% extra weapon damage with Unstoppable Force, and that will of course give you extra damage with your Plague Effect. But again, you have stack it, but that's a nice synergy. But I stopped with Composure. It gives me a little bit less DPS output, but I don't have to stack it, and it's for me basically every time when I will take the cover. For gloves, I'm using Bloody Knuckle gloves, throw grenade, 25% extra weapon damage, holster, Picard's holster, because it will provide us with 15% extra weapon damage. Again, really nice with all the weapons we are using in this one. Heartbreaker 2-piece branded bonus will provide us with assault rifle and LMG damage, 15%. So overall we are getting everywhere weapon damage, and that weapon damage will increase our Plague Effect, and our core talents will increase weapon damage and skill damage. So this build is absolutely a mayhem and must have buy.